The sun was setting behind the mountains, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. In the center of the city, a large crowd had gathered in the grand arena. People from all over the world had come to see something no one could forget. They were all waiting for the moment that would change their lives. From the shadows, a figure appeared. It was not human. The being was tall, taller than any man or woman in the crowd. Its skin shone like metal, and strange patterns moved across its body, like light dancing on water. The alien warrior had come from a faraway world, a planet no human had ever seen. Its eyes glowed, a deep blue, filled with curiosity, and something else, something that made everyone feel both fear and awe. The alien stepped into the center of the arena. Its voice was loud and clear, echoing in the silence. "I request a duel with a human," it said. The crowd gasped. Whispers spread like wildfire. Who would be brave enough to face this alien? Everyone looked at each other, hoping someone would step forward. But the alien's eyes scanned the audience until they landed on a small figure at the edge of the crowd. Her name was Kayla. She was only 17, with brown hair tied into a simple braid and eyes that shone like polished amber. She had trained all her life in sword fighting, but only for practice. For fun, she had never imagined she would face an alien warrior from another world. And yet, something in Kayla stirred. She felt a strange pull, a mixture of fear and excitement. Without thinking, she stepped forward. The crowd went silent. Kayla walked into the arena, her steps slow but steady. The alien lowered its head slightly, as if acknowledging her courage. "You are human," it said. "Are you ready?" Kayla nodded. Her heart was pounding, but she did not speak. She did not need to. The world was watching. The duel began in silence. The alien moved first, fast and precise. It did not attack recklessly. Every movement was calculated, almost like a dance. Kayla watched carefully. She could see the strength in its muscles, the power in its glowing arms. She knew she could not match the alien in strength, but she had something else. Courage, quick thinking, and the ability to see patterns in its movements. The alien lunged, and Kayla rolled to the side, narrowly avoiding the strike. Dust rose from the ground, and the crowd gasped. She ran, ducked, and jumped, moving in ways that made the alien pause. It had never faced a human who moved like this. Minutes passed, and neither attacked to kill. The alien seemed confused. It was as if it had expected an easy fight. But Kayla was different. She moved carefully, using speed and intelligence rather than brute force. She made the alien chase her, change direction, and focus. Suddenly, Kayla stopped. She stood in the middle of the arena, breathing heavily. Her hair stuck to her forehead. The alien paused too. Its glowing eyes studied her. The crowd held their breath. What would happen next? Kayla did not raise a weapon. She did not attack. Instead, she spoke. Her voice was calm, yet strong. "Why do you fight?" she asked. The alien blinked, taken by surprise. No human had ever spoken to it like this. "I fight because it is my duty," it said finally. "It is what warriors do on my planet. We show strength, skill, and honor through battle." Kayla tilted her head. "But what if strength is not the only way to show honor?" she asked. The alien's glowing eyes narrowed slightly. It did not understand. Kayla stepped closer, slowly, without fear. What if words, courage, and understanding could be stronger than weapons? The alien froze. It had never heard such words during a duel. Every fight it had ever faced ended with one side defeated. It had never imagined that someone would win a duel without hurting anyone. Kayla smiled slightly. "We don't always need to fight to prove ourselves," she said. "Sometimes, the greatest victory is showing respect and understanding." The alien lowered its head, almost as if bowing. The patterns on its body changed color, shifting from bright gold to a soft blue. It had never experienced anything like this. It had expected battle, chaos, and perhaps pain. Instead, it found something it had never understood before: patience, courage, and human intelligence. The crowd erupted in whispers. No one had expected this. Everyone thought Kayla would lose. Everyone thought the alien would crush her. But something had changed. The duel was no longer about fighting. It was about understanding, connection, and respect between two very different beings. The alien stepped back. "You have shown great courage, human," it said. Its voice was softer now. "And greater wisdom. I did not expect this." Kayla nodded. Her chest heaved as she tried to calm her racing heart. She had not won with strength, but with something just as powerful: her mind, her bravery, and her words. The crowd slowly began to cheer, louder and louder, until the arena was filled with the sound of thousands of voices. Kayla's small figure stood tall in the center of the arena. She had faced fear, faced the unknown, and she had won not by striking, but by showing that courage and intelligence could be stronger than the strongest weapon. The alien warrior extended its hand, a gesture of peace. Kayla took it without hesitation. The crowd gasped again. This was not a victory of violence, it was a victory of respect. As the sun disappeared behind the mountains, Kayla and the alien stood together in the arena. Two worlds had met. Not in war, but in understanding. And in that moment, the people watching realized something important. Strength is not only in power, but also in wisdom, courage, and the heart. The alien spoke once more, quietly, almost to itself. "Perhaps, duels can be more than battle." Kayla smiled. She had changed the outcome, changed the rules, and changed the world's view of what it meant to be strong. The crowd continued to cheer, but Kayla barely heard them. She felt something deeper: pride, hope, and the knowledge that sometimes the bravest act is not to fight, but to understand. And in that understanding, she had won a duel that no one would ever forget. The arena had finally quieted after the surprising end of the duel. The crowd slowly started to leave, still talking about Kayla and the alien warrior. But Kayla remained in the center, breathing deeply, trying to calm the rush of adrenaline. She looked at the alien, whose glowing eyes now seemed curious rather than fierce. "I have seen many worlds," the alien said softly. "Many warriors, but never one like you." Kayla blinked. "Why did you come here?" she asked. "Why challenge humans if you didn't know us?" The alien paused. "My people," it said, "send warriors to other planets to test their strength and honor. We believed that only through battle could we learn about other civilizations. I came to your world expecting a fight, but you have shown me something different." Kayla tilted her head. "Different how?" she asked. The alien's patterns shifted slowly, glowing in soft blues and greens. "I have learned that courage is not always measured in power. Honor is not only in victory, but in understanding. I did not expect a human to teach me this lesson." Kayla smiled faintly. "Then, maybe we don't need to fight to prove ourselves. Maybe we just need to listen and learn." The alien studied her carefully. Its glowing eyes narrowed as it considered her words. Then, slowly, it spoke. "I came to test humans, but now, I see there is another task for you." Kayla's eyes widened. "Another task?" "Yes," the alien said. "There is a threat coming to your world, a force that does not care for strength, honor, or peace. My people have observed it for cycles of your time. I was sent here to see if humans could face it. You are the one I believe can help." Kayla's heart skipped a beat. "Me? How can I? I'm just one person." The alien shook its head. "You are not just one person. You are brave, intelligent, and you see what others cannot. That is why I chose you. But this task will not be easy. It will test every part of you: body, mind, and spirit." Kayla felt fear creeping in, but also excitement. This was no longer a duel, it was a real challenge. One that could change her life forever. "What is the threat?" she asked, trying to sound calm. The alien looked toward the horizon, where the sun had just disappeared behind the mountains. "A shadow is approaching from the depths of space," it said, "a force that feeds on fear and destruction. It moves silently, without warning. If it reaches Earth, it will destroy everything in its path. My people cannot fight it. That is why I came to find someone who can understand it and help stop it before it arrives." Kayla's mind raced. She had never imagined anything like this. She was just a human, a young fighter from a small city. And yet, she had faced fear before. She had faced an unknown alien warrior and survived. She had shown courage when no one else could. Could she do this too? "I will help," she said quietly, but firmly. The alien's eyes brightened. "You understand the danger," it said. "This is not a battle you can fight alone, but it is a battle that requires wisdom and courage more than strength. Are you ready to learn what you must do?" Kayla nodded. "I'm ready. I'm ready." The alien extended its hand. Kayla took it, and in that instant, a strange sensation passed through her. It was like a connection, a sharing of thoughts and knowledge. She suddenly understood things she had never known about the universe, about energy, about forces that moved through space and time. She saw patterns, weaknesses, and paths that could help protect her world. "Your mind is strong," the alien said. "But your spirit must also grow. You must learn patience, focus, and clarity. The shadow will test everything you have. You cannot fight it with weapons alone. You must think, adapt, and trust yourself." For the next hours, the alien guided Kayla through training unlike anything she had experienced. They moved through invisible obstacle courses, dodged attacks that were not physical but energy-based, and solved puzzles that tested her mind and perception. Kayla fell many times, but each time she rose, stronger and wiser. She realized that fear was her greatest enemy. If she could control it, she could face anything. As night fell, the arena glowed under artificial lights. Kayla and the alien sat together, looking at the stars. "How long do we have before it comes?" she asked. The alien looked toward the sky. "It moves slowly, but it will arrive in a few cycles of your sun. You have time to prepare, but not much. You must also teach others. Humans are strong when united, but they are weak if divided. You must inspire them to believe in themselves, just as you have believed in yourself." Kayla swallowed hard. The responsibility was enormous. But she remembered the duel, the way she had faced fear, and how courage and understanding had changed the outcome. If she could teach others to face the shadow without fear, maybe they could survive. "I will do it," she said again, more firmly this time. "I will help prepare humans. I won't let fear win." The alien lowered its head in respect. "Then our work begins," it said. "Tomorrow, we will start training the others. But tonight, rest. Your mind and body need strength for what is coming." Kayla lay down under the stars, thinking about the day that had changed everything. She had faced an alien warrior and won with courage. Now she would face a threat unlike anything humanity had ever known. And yet, she did not feel afraid, not entirely. She felt determined. She felt alive. She thought about her family, her friends, and everyone in the city. They would not understand the full truth yet. But she knew she had to protect them. She had to be brave, not just for herself, but for everyone. The alien watched her silently, its glowing patterns dimming as it rested. It had never met a human like Kayla before. It had expected a test of strength, but instead, it had found a true warrior of heart and mind. This human could change the fate of her world, and the alien would ensure she was ready. The night passed quietly, but the air seemed charged with energy, as if the universe itself was watching. Kayla slept, dreaming of stars and strange worlds, of challenges she would face, and victories she would win. Not through force, but through courage, wisdom, and understanding. When dawn arrived, the city awoke to a normal day, unaware of the shadow approaching from space. But in the arena, Kayla and the alien were already preparing. Training would be hard, the lessons difficult, and the journey dangerous. But Kayla knew one thing. She had faced fear before, and she would face it again. For the first time in her life, she felt ready for the impossible. And so, the journey began. The journey of a human and an alien, working together to protect a world that did not yet know it needed saving. A journey that would test courage, intelligence, and the strength of the human spirit. The sun rose over the city, casting long shadows across the streets and buildings. To the ordinary people walking to work or school, it seemed like any other day. But in the arena, Kayla and the alien warrior were already preparing for something extraordinary. Today, Kayla would begin the most important training of her life. The alien turned to Kayla. Your first task is to teach humans how to face fear. Many of them do not know their true strength. You must guide them, show them what is possible, and help them work together. Kayla nodded. She felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She had faced fear herself, but now she had to help others do the same. She took a deep breath. Where do we start? She asked. Here, the alien said. I will bring them. Within moments, groups of people appeared in the arena. They were young and old, men and women, from all parts of the city. Some looked curious, others frightened. Most had never seen the alien before, and a few stared in disbelief. Kayla stood in front of them, her chest straight, her eyes steady. She remembered how she had felt when she faced the alien for the first time, scared, yet brave. Welcome, she said. You are here because your world needs you. Something dangerous is coming, and we must learn to face it together. Fear is natural, but courage is stronger. Today, we start learning how to be brave. The crowd whispered among themselves. Some nodded slowly, unsure of what to expect. The alien hovered silently behind Kayla, its glowing patterns dim but visible. As if lending her strength, Kayla began with simple exercises. First, she said, we must trust ourselves. Close your eyes. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel your strength inside you. You can do more than you think. The humans followed her instructions, some trembling, some skeptical. Kayla walked among them, encouraging them. Good. Yes, that's it. You are stronger than fear. Feel it, but do not let it control you. After a few minutes, Kayla introduced movement. She had learned from the alien that battle was not just about fighting. It was about agility, focus, and understanding energy. Move with me, she said. Dodge, twist, and feel the space around you. Be aware of your surroundings. This is your first step to learning how to face the shadow. Some humans stumbled, some laughed nervously, but Kayla did not scold them. Mistakes are lessons, she said. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you hesitate, you grow. Keep going. The alien watched carefully. Its glowing eyes scanned the humans, noting their reactions and energy. Then, it stepped forward. Now, it said, its voice calm and strong, you will see what fear can do. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Fear is real. It can confuse you, slow you, and make you doubt yourself. But it can also teach you. Learn from it, and you will be ready. The alien created small energy challenges. Pulses of light moved quickly, forcing the humans to react, dodge, and think. Some froze, but Kayla encouraged them. Do not run from fear. Step into it. Understand it. You can overcome it. Hours passed. Humans began to improve. They moved faster, thought quicker, and showed courage they did not know they had. Kayla smiled, feeling proud. But she knew the real test was still ahead. When the sun began to set, the alien raised a glowing hand. This is enough for today. it said. You have done well, but tomorrow will be harder. The shadow is not patient. It moves closer every cycle of your sun. You must be ready. Kayla turned to the humans. Rest tonight, she said. Think about what you learned. Remember, fear is natural, but courage is stronger. Together, we can face anything. That night, Kayla could not sleep. She thought about the shadow, the alien, and the humans she had trained. The responsibility felt heavy, but she remembered the duel that had started it all. She had faced an unknown enemy and survived. Now, she had to help others do the same. The alien hovered near her window, glowing softly. You are ready, it said. But are they ready? Kayla shook her head. Not yet, she admitted. But they will be. We have to give them time and guidance. The alien's glow brightened slightly. Then we continue. The shadow will test everything, but humans can be strong when united. You must lead them. The next day, Kayla returned to the arena. This time, more humans arrived. Some had brought friends and family. They were curious, determined, and ready to learn. Kayla smiled at them. Today, we practice teamwork, she said. The shadow will not face just one person. We must work together, trust each other, and support each other. Courage is stronger when shared. She split the humans into groups. Each group practiced coordination, communication, and strategy. They ran obstacle courses, solved puzzles together, and faced controlled energy attacks from the alien. Slowly, they began to trust themselves and each other. Kayla noticed a change. Faces that had looked scared now shone with determination. Hesitant steps became confident strides. Whispers of doubt turned into words of encouragement. The alien watched quietly, approvingly. As the sun set again, a strange shadow appeared in the sky. It was small, far away, but moving fast. The humans noticed it immediately, fear flashing in their eyes. Kayla stepped forward. Remember your courage, she shouted. Remember what you have learned. Do not let fear control you. The humans took a deep breath, forming a circle around her. The alien hovered nearby, ready to guide them. The shadow grew larger, darker, and more powerful. But the humans stood their ground. Kayla raised her hand, signaling focus and unity. Together, she said. We face it together. The alien's patterns glowed brighter, casting light over the humans. They felt the energy, felt the connection. Fear was still there, but now it was balanced with courage and determination. The shadow continued to approach, faster and darker. The humans were ready. Kayla smiled, feeling the strength of unity. This was only the beginning, but it was proof that humans could face the impossible. And as the first real test of courage and teamwork began, Kayla realized something important. Bravery was not just about facing enemies, it was about standing together, trusting each other, and believing in the power of the human spirit. The journey was far from over. The shadow was coming. The challenge was immense. But Kayla and the humans were ready to fight not with anger or weapons but with courage, unity, and wisdom. The alien whispered, almost to itself, "They are ready. Because she is ready." The night was darker than usual. The city lay quietly under the moon, unaware of the threat approaching from the sky. Only Kayla, the humans she had trained, and the alien warrior were awake, ready for the moment they had been preparing for. From the horizon, a shadow moved swiftly, stretching across the land like a dark river. It was not a storm, not an animal, and not a human threat. The shadow pulsed with energy, and the humans could feel it even from the arena. Their hearts raced. Some wanted to run, but Kayla stood tall. "Do not be afraid," she shouted. "We have trained for this. Remember what you learned. Stand together. Trust yourselves. And trust each other." The humans formed a circle, holding hands, facing the dark horizon. The alien hovered above them, glowing brightly, a protective presence. Energy from the alien flowed into the humans, helping them focus and steady their fear. The shadow grew larger, closer, and more powerful. Its form shifted, like a cloud of darkness that could change shape at will. Whispers of panic ran through the group. Kayla looked at them, her eyes steady and strong. "Focus," she commanded. "Courage is stronger than fear. We face it as one." The shadow struck first. Dark waves of energy rolled toward the humans, causing the ground to shake. Some stumbled. Some fell. But Kayla remained firm, spreading her arms as if to hold the group together. "Steady, breathe, focus on what you learned," she shouted. The humans began to respond. They remembered the exercises, the lessons the alien had taught them, and the courage Kayla had inspired. They shifted, moved, and dodged the waves of darkness. Step by step, they held their ground. The alien attacked next, but not to harm. It sent pulses of light at the shadow, breaking it apart into smaller pieces. Kayla and the humans coordinated with the alien, moving in patterns they had practiced, guiding energy and courage to strengthen each other. The shadow hissed and twisted, forming sharp shapes that reached for the humans. Kayla did not move back. She stepped forward, her voice strong. "Together, do not give in to fear. We are stronger than this darkness." The humans pushed forward with her. Each time they felt fear, they remembered her words. Each time they felt weak, they felt the alien's energy guiding them. Slowly, the shadow began to weaken, breaking into smaller, controllable pieces. But the shadow was clever. It attacked from different directions, trying to confuse and divide them. Some humans faltered. Some screamed. Kayla ran to them, holding their hands, encouraging them. "You can do this," she shouted. "We are stronger together. Trust yourself. Trust us. Trust your courage." Her words spread like fire through the group. Slowly, they regained focus. The humans began to move as one. They shifted, dodged, and worked together to repel the darkness. The alien watched closely. "You are learning faster than I expected," it said, almost quietly. "You humans have courage. But you also have something rare: unity. This is your true strength." Kayla nodded, not stopping her actions for a moment. "Then we use it. Everyone, focus your energy, your courage, your willpower. Push it back." The shadow screamed, a sound that echoed in the minds of everyone nearby. It tried to frighten them, but Kayla's presence was stronger than fear itself. She ran through the group, touching hands, guiding movements, and reminding them of everything they had learned. For what felt like hours, the humans and the alien worked together. Step by step, wave by wave, the shadow weakened. Kayla noticed a pattern in its attacks. Small pauses between its movements. She shouted instructions. "Now, focus all your energy at the gaps. Aim for the pauses. You can do this." The humans obeyed. They moved with precision and courage, sending energy in a steady wave toward the shadow. The alien added its power, guiding and amplifying their strength. Slowly, the darkness began to break apart, shrinking into nothingness. Finally, with a final push of courage and determination, the shadow dissolved completely. The air cleared. The ground stopped shaking. Silence fell over the city. For a moment, the humans could not believe it. They had faced the impossible and survived. Kayla stood in the center, breathing heavily but smiling. The humans around her cheered and hugged each other, realizing the truth. They had the strength to overcome fear when they worked together. The alien landed near Kayla, lowering its glowing body. "You have done well," it said softly. "Not because of strength alone, but because of your courage, wisdom, and unity. You and these humans have proven that bravery is more than fighting. It is heart, mind, and spirit combined." Kayla looked at the humans, her chest swelling with pride. "We did it together," she said. "We faced fear, and we won. And we will be ready for anything else that comes." The alien nodded. "Your world has changed. The shadow is gone, but other challenges may come. Remember what you learned. Stand together. Trust yourselves. You have the power to protect your world. Kayla turned to the humans. Today, you faced something no one expected. You faced fear and the unknown. And you survived. Never forget this feeling. Never forget your strength. The humans cheered again, louder than before. They were no longer just ordinary people, they were warriors of courage. Guided by Kayla and the alien, they had faced darkness and learned that true power comes from unity and heart. As dawn approached, the city below slowly awoke. Nothing seemed changed from the outside. But above the city, Kayla and the alien stood together. Looking at the horizon, they knew the journey was not over. The universe was vast, and dangers could come at any time. But they were ready. Kayla looked at the alien. "Thank you," she said softly, "for choosing me, for guiding us, and for believing in humans." The alien's glowing patterns shifted in a soft display of color, almost like a smile. "You chose to be brave. That is why you succeeded. Humans have great potential. And you have shown it." Kayla nodded. "Then we keep preparing. We keep learning. And if anything comes again, we will face it together." The alien looked at the stars. Yes, together. And so, under the rising sun, Kayla and the humans began to rebuild, to strengthen, and to prepare for the future. They had faced fear, darkness, and uncertainty, and they had triumphed. The shadow was gone, but the courage it inspired would remain forever. Kayla realized something important. The greatest battles are not always against others, but against fear itself. And when courage, unity, and understanding are strong, even the impossible can be overcome. The city awoke, the world moved on, but above it all, Kayla and the alien warrior watched, ready for the next challenge. They had proven one truth. Bravery is not just for heroes, it is for anyone who dares to stand, to lead, and to believe in the strength within themselves. The city had returned to a calm rhythm. Streets were busy, people laughed, and life seemed normal. But Kayla knew better. She had seen what lurked beyond the sky, and she knew that peace was never permanent. She looked at the horizon, where the stars were beginning to fade in the morning light, and felt the weight of responsibility settle on her shoulders. The alien warrior hovered beside her, glowing softly. "The shadow is gone," it said, "but its energy leaves a mark. There are still dangers you do not see. You must remain vigilant." Kayla nodded. She had learned that courage was not only for battle, it was for preparation, leadership, and guidance. "What should we do first?" she asked. "We train more humans," the alien replied. "Not just to face fear, but to lead, to make decisions, to act as a unit. The shadow has tested one group, but the world is vast. You need a network of courage, and you are the one to build it." Kayla took a deep breath. She realized her role had grown far beyond her own bravery. She had to inspire others, guide them, and help them believe in themselves. And so, the next day, she returned to the arena with a new plan. This time, more humans arrived, volunteers who had heard stories of her courage. They came with curiosity, hope, and a little fear. Kayla greeted them with a smile, feeling the responsibility clearly. "Today," she said, "we learn leadership. Every person here has courage, but courage alone is not enough. You must learn to guide others, to make decisions, and to trust yourselves. Together, we are stronger." The alien observed silently, its glow brightening as Kayla spoke. "Leadership is difficult," it said. "It requires understanding, patience, and wisdom. You are young, but your spirit is strong. Use it." Kayla nodded. "We start with small exercises," she said. She divided the humans into groups, assigning each a task that required planning and cooperation. Some had to lead a team through a maze of obstacles. Others had to solve puzzles that required quick thinking and clear communication. At first, there was confusion. Some humans argued, some hesitated, and a few stepped back, unsure of their abilities. Kayla walked among them, encouraging and guiding. Mistakes are lessons, she reminded them. Trust yourself. Trust each other. Courage is not just in facing danger. It is in taking responsibility and making choices. Hours passed. Slowly, the humans began to improve. They learned to listen, to follow instructions, and to act decisively. Kayla observed with pride. They were becoming stronger, not just in courage, but in unity and leadership. Suddenly, a strange disturbance appeared in the sky. It was different from the shadow they had faced before. This was smaller, faster, and brighter, like a spark of energy moving unpredictably. The humans froze, fear flashing in their eyes. Kayla stepped forward. "Do not panic," she shouted. "Remember what you have learned. Focus. Work together." The alien hovered above, sending pulses of guidance. "This is a test," it said. "Not just of courage, but of decision-making. You must adapt, react, and act as one." The humans remembered Kayla's lessons. Groups communicated quickly, forming strategies. Some created barriers with energy. Others moved to control the spark, while a few coordinated to guide it away from the city. Kayla ran among them, giving encouragement and direction. The spark darted unpredictably, testing their coordination. Some humans stumbled, but others caught the rhythm, learned the patterns, and adapted. Kayla shouted instructions, her voice strong, guiding them through the chaos. "Now, focus your energy. Work together. Do not let fear control you," she commanded. The humans obeyed, moving with precision and teamwork. Slowly, they cornered the spark, controlling its movement and guiding it safely away from the city. Finally, with a final push of combined courage and focus, the spark disappeared into the sky. The humans cheered, hugging each other and Kayla. They had faced a challenge unlike anything before. Not just a shadow of darkness, but a threat that required quick thinking and leadership. Kayla smiled, proud of their growth. The alien landed beside her, glowing brightly. They are learning courage, unity, and leadership. But remember, the universe is vast, and challenges will continue. You must keep preparing them. Kayla nodded. "We will." We are not just training for today. We are training for the future, for anything that comes our way. That night, Kayla stood on a hill overlooking the city, thinking about everything she had learned. Courage was not just about facing fear. It was about guiding others, building trust, and inspiring unity. She realized that true leadership was a combination of heart, mind, and spirit. The alien hovered silently beside her. "You have grown," it said. "You are no longer just a brave human. You are a leader, a teacher, and a protector of your world." Kayla looked at the stars, feeling a mixture of pride and determination. "Thank you," she said softly, "for believing in me, for guiding me, and for showing me that courage is more than strength." The alien's patterns shifted in soft colors, almost like a smile. "You chose to be brave," it replied. "You have inspired humans to believe in themselves. That is your greatest achievement." Kayla felt the weight of responsibility, but also the strength it gave her. She knew challenges would continue to come, but she was no longer alone. She had humans she had trained, humans who believed in courage and unity. She had the alien warrior, a guide and ally. And most importantly, she had herself, ready to face anything with determination. The city slept below, unaware of the dangers that lurked in space, but safe under the guidance of Kayla and the humans she had trained. She knew that vigilance was important, that preparation was never complete, and that courage must be practiced every day. As dawn approached, Kayla looked toward the horizon once more. She felt hope, she felt strength, and she felt a deep understanding that bravery was not only for extraordinary moments, it was for every day, in every choice, and in every action. The alien hovered beside her, softly glowing in the morning light. "The universe is full of surprises," it said, "but now, your world has a protector who understands courage, unity, and leadership. You have grown beyond what I imagined." Kayla smiled. "Then we continue," she said. "We prepare, we train, and we face whatever comes." Together, the alien nodded. "Yes, together." And so, Kayla's journey continued not just as a fighter, but as a leader, a teacher, and a symbol of courage. The shadow had been defeated, the spark had been controlled, and the humans had learned the power of unity. But the universe was vast, and adventures still awaited. Kayla was ready, and the world would be too, because she had shown that courage, wisdom, and heart could overcome any challenge. The city awoke below, full of life and hope. Above it, Kayla and the alien warrior watched the horizon, knowing that while darkness might return, bravery, leadership, and unity would always shine brighter.